Hello guys, this is just a short video. Uh, if you guys think that we're in trouble here in the UK, sorry, in England, um, you should see what's happening in Ireland. The poor guys are taking a complete battering. Now, oh, I just made some notes here. Uh, Hang on, just bear with me. The Irish Justice Minister Jim, was it O'Callaghan or something? Anyway, the Irish Justice Minister is replacing a bill from 1999 because of the legal limitations of this law, and he's bringing in a new bill. Basically, the government or the Garda, will be able to spy on you. That's what we'll be able to monitor live messages, and because I thought it was only on WhatsApp, but this. They'll be able to monitor on all these like platforms: WhatsApp, Instagram, iMessage, satellite networks, gaming devices, car systems, all of these to oversee all private communications. What the fuck is that? So basically, they can spy on you, and then what's going to happen is they're just going to plug in AI, and they're going to say, because AI can do this on a mass scale, like it does on YouTube. AI is used on YouTube, and so if there are any words, any naughty words that it doesn't like any, and this could be used like it's supposed to be used like, oh, because of organized crime, terrorist networks, and other crime, yeah, other crime, you know what it's going to be used for. Like if you say any naughty, like anti-Semitic, any racist stuff, any sexist stuff, it's it's going to be used for that, obviously, because once they have that law in, say no organized crime happens, or no terrorist networks um you know are caught or whatever, the law is in place, and then they're screwed. So end-to-end encryption or privacy is over. So I just made some notes. These are my notes, by the way. Look, I wrote them down. Yeah, so have you ever, on WhatsApp sent any naughty messages, or, maybe some photos or something? Or, no, but seriously, some like politically incorrect stuff, or said bad stuff about the government, or, I've been sent lots of really funny things. Like there's a picture, um, right at the bottom. It says the name of the, and it's got an animal here, deer tick, another animal here, um, I don't know, another animal tick, bull tick or whatever, and then it's got Starmer's face, and it's got lunatic, and lots of much worse than that. Right, funny cartoons and things like that, and I don't know, memes. But yeah, I mean, WhatsApp is supposed to be private, right? You send, like, I send the message to my friend, or if you've got a lady friend or man friend, it's like really, people send intimate messages, talking about, I'm not talking about sexy things, but like my dad passed away. I speak about my depression, my fears, and you've got bastards listening into this, probably fucking laughing, or giggling, and I don't like it. It's supposed to be fucking private. No, it's not. It's probably going to be rolled out here eventually in the UK, in England. I feel so sorry for the Irish. They're being absolutely battered. I don't know what's going to happen in Ireland, because how can they take this this kind of battering? Like they're completely they're going to be completely controlled. They won't be able to move. Like, so I can understand the government, like, intercepting live private messages. So you're sending a message, like Eamon's sending a message to John or whatever, and he's saying, I mean, they're going to have to speak in code. The only way around it is you have to speak in code, and and get round it. But what are they going to do? Like go and investigate all suspicious messaging? Uh, you know that this is like 1984, isn't it? Big Brother is definitely watching people in Ireland. So that's it. That's just a really short video I wanted to make. What do you guys think? It's just too much, isn't it? WhatsApp is supposed to be private, end-to-end encryption and all that. And privacy is bloody important. The government being able to check your probably emails, and yeah, we all know that. But this is unbelievable. WhatsApp, Instagram, iMessage, satellite networks, gaming devices, caste systems to oversee all private communications. What's the point then? I don't know, people might, you know, go back to the basics with pigeons and sending messages with pigeons. I'll tell you, the Irish will find a way around it. They're you can't fuck around with them. They'll find a way around. But it's horrible what the government are trying to do. I mean, initially, yeah, you think the ordinary person will say, "Oh, yeah, it's because of, to stop terrorism or organized crime and other crime." But yeah, these laws are brought in, but eventually they will be used. Not eventually, immediately they'll be used to stop people, gathering because they might think, there might be some kind of riot or something. They're preparing themselves. They're preparing themselves because the more immigrants come in, the more unrest there'll be. So they're going to stop these people from networking, basically, because they're afraid that there's going to be some kind of, I don't know, civil war or something. Well, don't let so many people in. I mean, you want to let people in, let them in slowly. Like, I don't know, 10, 20,000 a year. They want to let in 20,000 a day. They want completely uncontrolled. It's not uncontrolled, it's controlled. They want to just, I don't know, they want to fill the place. Why? The thing is, you could be against immigration or for immigration, but there's no consensus. There's no referendum or anything. The people weren't asked, would you like to have like thousands of men from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and at least if the people were asked what kind of immigration, they might say, yeah, we don't mind people from Afghanistan or Pakistan as long as a family come, not just men of military age. And then if they commit crime, rape and all that, off you go. Immediately you have to leave. You can't stay at the taxpayer's expense going to prison for a few years and then coming out again. So basically, in England as well, the people weren't told, we weren't advised, we weren't asked. You just have to accept it. And I think in all these Western countries, there has to be some kind of referendum or something. I bet you if there's a petition for some kind of referendum on immigration, lots of people will come out and the government will be screwed, because people will vote, will sign that petition. They'll say, no, that's enough. You might think it's not bloody racist at all. In Italy, right? Italy is where I come from. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible as well. The reason why the government a few years ago changed from, I think, more of a lefty kind of liberal government to a right-wing government. They did nothing as well. This is before this right-wing woman came into power. Was because one event shook Italy. It was 3 Nigerian men, because of something to do with drugs. They killed a white Italian woman, and they dismembered her, and that made everyone crazy. And that's a new government came into power because of that, a right-wing government. But then they say all these things, we're going to do this and that. There's a high, oh yeah, we've got a right-wing government, they're going to protect us, and then they let in more and more and more. The same with this Meloni, this ultra-right, far-right woman. She's letting so many fucking boat people. because all these governments have got their hands tied, because the powers that be have to, the people who are in control are not the governments. There are people above the government. It's all conspiracy theory. Why is it that every government that comes in say they're going to do all these things and then they can't? Because their hands are, either their hands are tied, or they're bought off, or whatever. You know, they say they're going to do things and they don't. Especially when it comes to immigration, or uncontrolled immigration. Yeah, so it's just a quick video. Oh, some guy said to me on the comment, he said, G or Gerald, why are you talking crap? Just let us know how you doing, man. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't talk crap anymore. I'll just tell you how I'm doing. I thought I told you how I was doing. You know, there isn't much to say. So, yeah. So in that case, I'm gonna keep talking crap. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Yeah, I'll talk about myself as and when I want to. You know, as and when there's something to say. Yeah, but so I just saw a video about that this morning, and I thought, oh wow. Well, no, I just saw it just now, and I thought, that's unbelievable. Because I use, you know, WhatsApp. You know, that green icon. You know, and I've used it for a long time, and I never thought about the idea that it can be, you know, like the government can actually at any time check your messages, see what you're saying, you know, eavesdrop and spy on you and monitor. I'm just thinking, you guys in Ireland, are you going to use, if that happens, are you going to use WhatsApp? If you don't use WhatsApp, there are other, you know, messaging systems, messaging apps that they're going to monitor anyway. So what are you going to do? Send letters, or if you want something, if you want to say something that you want it to be private, does that mean that there's no privacy anymore? If this law comes in. Okay, see you guys in the next video. I have to go. Let me know what you think.